And welcome back. And we at WEGL Ready would like to apologize. There was a slight technical difficulties we had with a coding error, but we are back. 24-15. Phi Kappa Tau coming out of the timeout has the lead over Phi Sigma Kappa here in the Intramural Small Frat Championship. And a travel by Phi Sigma Kappa causes a turnover, and that's something you don't want to see when you're trying to cut into a lead, Shannon.
No, you don't want to see any travels. Although, to be honest, if you were in the NBA, I don't think that would have been called. That looked like
Well,
just 3 steps going into the layup, and I mean, that is a travel, but
yep, and Phi Kappa Tau will get it, looking to extend their lead before they go into half. 3-point attempt from Phi Kappa Tau, and that gives them a commanding 12-point lead here. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first half. Phi Sigma Kappa looking to get something going, shoots it from the wing. Contested shot, but they do get the offensive rebound, kicks it back out on the right side, around the arc. Another deep three, and that one goes in. How about the range? 9-point deficit that they've cut into, 27-18. Big shot right there for Phi Sigma Kappa, excuse me.
all right. And I think that's back-to-back threes for the first time in this game.
And look to make it 3 here for Phi Kappa Tau, but it's no good. Bounce off the iron, and number 42 for Phi Sigma Kappa. Jackson Smith will take it up, drives right. Kicks it back out around the arc. Drives left, and in the paint, kicks it back out. Jackson Smith with the shot. And I think that's back-to-back threes for Jackson Smith. And you want to talk about a way? Hey, we're talking about 3 is bigger than 2. That's a good way to cut into a 12-point deficit, as they've split it in half now with just over a minute left here in the first half.
I mean, that's very impressive to do. And, I mean, the back-to-back threes, when they haven't been falling for you, you got to be gutsy to do that, and you got to be really confident in your shot.
And Phi Sigma Kappa gets the steal here. Looking to get some momentum going to the half. A little trap run by Phi Kappa Tau, and they get the steal. So, kind of slows down the momentum Phi Sigma Kappa had. Open 3 for Phi Kappa Tau, and they hit it. 3-pointer, just under a minute left in the first half, gives them a 9-point lead.
Where is all this 3-point magic coming from? I mean, this was missing.
Oh, Jackson Smith with another 3 attempt, and that one falls short. So, I think that's the high. It had a great high streak going for both teams, but a little air ball there came just short. Phi Kappa Tau take it up. 45 seconds left here in the first half.
Looks like Phi Kappa Tau is going to try to make this a little bit of a long possession, put some pressure on Phi Sigma Kappa. We'll see.
They kind of are. Phi Kappa Tau trying to get something going. Zachary Christopher takes it up. He dishes it out. Kicks it over the left side around the arc. Number 22 drives, hits the floor, goes back out to Phi Kappa Tau. They have it. 14 seconds left here in the first half, and he'll take a 3, and that one is good for Zach Christopher. Gives them a 12-point lead. Phi Sigma Kappa, 6 seconds left in the first half. And I think a timeout was called.
No, Phi Kappa Tau stepped over the line on the inbounds play. And,
talk about turnovers. That's another killer one. And these aren't ones forced by Phi Kappa Tau. It's just, just shooting yourself in the foot. And Phi Kappa Tau tried to inbound it, but Phi Sigma Kappa player got in the way, bounces off. They'll take it in from the baseline again. Just 5 seconds left, so you want a quick play here.
I mean, you've got time to catch and shoot, but
They dishes out in the post. Number 2 shoots it and bounces around. That'll be the end of the first half. Phi Kappa Tau start off a little slow, but have a commanding 12-point lead, 33-21 here at the end of the first half of the men's small frat intramural basketball championship here at the Auburn Rec Center, as we will go to halftime. And welcome back to the SmallFrat Intramural Basketball Championship here at the Rec Center in Auburn, Alabama. I'm Matthew Sliggert here with Shannon Trevo, right? Is that right?
It's Turvo.
Turvo.
It's a bit of a tough one. Finish, but tough.
We got in the ballpark. And here in Auburn, Phi Kappa Tau with the commanding lead, 33-21. And if you're Phi Sigma Kappa, 20-minute running clock. You got to look to get something going really quickly here.
Yeah, you probably want to cut this lead. You probably want to get to 27, 28 points before Phi Kappa Tau can score some points.
And the possession arrow will go to Phi Kappa Tau, so they will inbound the ball to start this half. And in what has been a good offensive half for them.
Yeah, both teams have been doing relatively well, especially inside the paint. We had some late three-point action from both teams that had been missing for the previous 15 minutes. So I'd like to see a little bit more three-ball in this
Christopher
half.
with the mid-range contested shot, and that one will bounce off the glass. Rebound by Phi Sigma Kappa, and they'll take it up the court. Dishes out on the left side around the arc. Looked to take the three, but passes on it. Dishes back out. A three-ball attempt, and that one bounces around the iron. They get the rebound, puts it back up, but is unable to go for him. Just not shots weren't falling for them right there, and Phi Kappa Tau take it back up.
Phi Kappa Tau is in the black with the red lettering. Phi Sigma Kappa is in the white with the black letters.
Phi Kappa Tau loses it. Phi Sigma Kappa gets it back. You saw a three-ball attempt from Phi Sigma Kappa there in the past, and another one here, and that one bounces in and out. Jackson Smith with a shot right there. He made a couple in the first half, so I don't think you mind him taking that shot. But if you're Phi Sigma Kappa, as we've seen, they've already taken a couple threes here. You think that's the game plan strategy for them going in the second half?
It's early enough that, yeah, you can take a couple three balls, even if they're not quite falling. But, yeah, you definitely want to get some points in the paint, because that's where Phi Kappa Tau had a lot of success. And if you're Phi Sigma Kappa, you want to go to the free throw line.
Yeah, and that's something they didn't do a whole lot of the first half.
No, I think they only went once.
Well, they have it here on offense. Kicks it out. Open look from three on the right side. Falls short, but they get the rebound. Kicks it back up, and that one won't go. So a little bit of a lid on the rim right now for Phi Sigma Kappa to start the second half. As they've taken about 6 shot attempts. They've gotten offensive rebounds, just haven't seen it fall yet.
Yeah, I don't know.
You said all you could say, Shannon.
Yeah.
Phi Kappa Tau gets it in the paint. Looks to get one off the glass, and that won't go. So Phi Sigma Kappa will take it back up. Looking to get something going here on offense. Score remains the same, 33-21 here, with 17:40 left in the second half.
Yeah, I feel like we should amend your previous statement and say there is a lid on both baskets, because neither team seems to get anything.
No,
right
it's been a defensive slugfest here. And as once again they turn it over, and Phi Kappa Tau will take it up. They also have not gotten something going on offense, but they haven't taken as many shots here as Phi Sigma Kappa, as they will take a shot. Ethan Barber with the attempt, and that one will bounce around off the rim. Phi Sigma Kappa takes it up. A little tangle up right there, and that will be a blocking foul on Phi Kappa Tau. So Phi Sigma Kappa will have a baseline inbound coming up.
Hey, if you're Phi Sigma Kappa, you kind of want to get some of these early fouls in case later on you can go to the free throw line and maybe get 1-2 points there.
Phi Sigma Kappa backs him down in the paint. Ball gets loose, and Phi Kappa Tau gets it on the fast break. Dishes out to number 11, Brennan Stewart, and he gets it to go. So that's the first points here of the second half. Phi Kappa Tau with a 35-21 lead over Phi Sigma Kappa here. 16:25 left in the second half. A deep three right there from what we presume to be Phi Sigma Kappa's best three-point shooter, Jackson Smith here. As that, I think, is his third three made today, which, for a low-scoring game like this, that's great to see for them.
Yeah, he's definitely hit a lot from beyond the arc. He seems to have the hot hands right now for them.
Three-point attempt from Phi Kappa Tau. Bounces off the iron. Goes back out. They get the offensive rebound. Top of the arc for Phi Kappa Tau. They drive left. Number 11, he gets a little flutter. It falls just short, and Phi Sigma Kappa gets the rebound.
But these rebound stats have been really impressive this half because nothing seems to be falling for either team.
And you saw Phi Kappa Tau kind of work in the post a lot, but here I think in this half, Phi Sigma Kappa has definitely gotten the better of the offensive and defensive rebounds. So maybe that was a focal point for the coaches here at halftime, but so far it's working out for them. They're doing everything, but the shots aren't falling.
I do have to admire Phi Kappa Tau's coach's outfit. We were talking a little bit about that at the half, and we want to see suits and ties.
We do. I want to see suits and ties back. I like the pageantry, the vibe you get from it, and so we do want to amend the Phi Kappa Tau coach because I mean that's better dressed than most of the coaches today in college basketball. Couple free throws here for Phi Sigma Kappa, but the second one I think was. I think that we're looking to get some subs in here. A little confusing here at the SmallFrat Intramural Championship.
This is the first of 5 games here on WEGL Sports, so we hope you stay tuned for the rest of them, and hopefully they will all be as high-scoring and exciting as this one has been so far.
We'll do it again. Jackson Smith at the line takes a shot, and that one's good. So 35-27, Phi Kappa Tau leads Phi Sigma Kappa. 14-15 left here in the second half. So, you know, they have cut the lead down to 8. So this game is well within range for both teams.
Phi Sigma Kappa has definitely had more offensive success thus far. I mean, neither team has really had much luck with getting shots to fall, but Phi Sigma Kappa has done their best to cut this lead down.
Quick hands from Phi Sigma Kappa, but the ball will roll out of bounds and will remain in possession of Phi Kappa Tau.
This could be a big possession for Phi Kappa Tau. They could extend their lead back to up to 10 and hold it there at a pretty consistent 10 points.
And when you say it like that, it's a big possession for both teams. I mean, and Phi Sigma Kappa gets a big stop, but then falls right back in the hands of Phi Kappa Tau. They drive right, go in the paint, kick it back out in the arc. The top of the arc. Just back out. 3-point attempt there from number 22, and that falls short. And Phi Sigma Kappa, after took them a couple times, but they do finally get the ball back. So
both teams need to be a little bit more sure when they're grabbing some of these rebounds, especially when they're on defense, because the offense has had a lot of second chance opportunities.
I think it's something we've seen the Auburn men's basketball team do is when you lose that concentration rebounding, you know, someone can poke a hand in there, you know, get a quick easy steal. And Phi Sigma Kappa cuts the lead to 6 with a nice little layup. 35-29. They trail Phi Kappa Tau. There's an offensive foul by Phi Kappa Tau, and that will kick it back to Phi Sigma Kappa. So a good time to build momentum here if you're a Phi Sigma Kappa.
You could get this within technically 1 possession if you can score 3, most likely 2. But I believe that was most likely a moving screen foul by Phi Kappa Tau.
And I think that's something you saw from Phi Sigma Kappa, a little bit sloppy on offense in the first half. But here it's been Phi Kappa Tau here with the offensive struggles to start the second half, as they've only scored 2 points here. 8 minutes through. 35-29. They lead Phi Sigma Kappa with 12 minutes here left in the second half. Foul on Phi Kappa Tau, so Phi Sigma Kappa will inbound from the baseline. Balaki with the inbound.
Yeah, it seems like the team who is playing defense on the left of your screen is committing many more fouls.
Jackson Smith drives right. Goes up and under and gets it to go. So he's been their biggest source of offense so far here, I'd say, the entire game. They cut the lead down to 4. So complete switcher out of the second half. Though as I say that, is that an and 1 Phi Kappa Tau. So, you know, a great way to stop momentum is an and 1, as number 11, Brennan Stewart, gets the basket to go. We'll
Yeah.
shoot one more.
And one's definitely slow momentum down, especially if you're having success on defense. They just score a basket, and they get a chance for another free point, which is what a free throw is. I mean, you don't like that.
I think the thing about it, and what I'd say, it's even more momentum you get from it than like a three-pointer. Because in a way, it says that like you guarded me illegally, and I still scored. So if you look at it from that perspective, Jackson Smith drives right, loses the ball though, and Phi Kappa Tau will get the steal here as they take it up the court. Dishes it in the paint. That's three-point attempt for number 11. Brennan Stewart, who's had the M1 last possession. However, this one doesn't go. There's a foul on the floor on Phi Sigma Kappa, so Phi Kappa Tau will inbound it.
That's a long inbounds there from Phi Kappa Tau.
And Mulroney takes it, kicks it back out to Christopher. Christopher drives right around the key, shoots and scores. Phi Kappa Tau takes an 8-point lead, 39-31 here. 9 minutes, 45 seconds left in the second half. As Phi Sigma Kappa takes a three to look to cut the lead and nicks off the iron. They go, and it goes out of bounds. The Phi Kappa Tau ball here.
Looks like the Phi Kappa Tau crowd was kind of happy with that air ball. They look to be starting the air ball chant, and we've got a decent, maybe 20-person crowd here for this basketball game.
Well, looks like I'm not gonna. Looks like the Tony Barbie era at Auburn,
I
But
don't disagree.
I think the game on the court right now is a little bit better. Jackson Smith with the rebound. Phi Kappa Tau doesn't get it to go. He'll take it up the court. Try to set up a screen, but instead drives right, spins, and gets fouled on the shot attempt. Phi Kappa Tau looking for the travel. They don't get it, and Jackson Smith will shoot two.
I can see where they would look for the travel, but I think the foul on the shot is the better call.
I don't disagree with you, and Jackson Smith will take two right now. First one's clean. 39-32, 8:30 left here in the second half of the SmallFrat Intramural Basketball Championship here at the Auburn Rec Center in Auburn, Alabama. Jackson Smith gets the second one to go. 39-33. Phi Kappa Tau takes it up the court.
Nope.
15. He's looking to drive, isn't able to, dishes it out. Christopher with the longer three, looking to get fouled, doesn't. And it falls short. Phi Sigma Kappa will take it back up.
Good sportsmanship there, though, when the Phi Kappa Tau might have gotten fouled. The Phi Sigma Kappa guy did help him up. Good sportsmanship on both teams.
You love to see it. Phi Kappa Tau, actually, excuse me, gets the rebound and draws the foul. So that's something that Phi Sigma Kappa has really avoided this game, but as we just saw there, pick up a foul or two. So
it's inevitable. I don't think I've ever seen a basketball game where there hasn't been a single foul on either team. I think that would be a Guinness Book of World Record if that ever happened.
I think it would be. Shot goes up short for them. Number two takes it, gets the and one. That's Mulroney, who's been a big focal point, I think, to start the first half run offense for Phi Kappa Tau, and started to heat up a little bit in the second half as he'll go to the line. I think one of the things you've seen for Phi Kappa Tau is, they've gotten some of their bigs the ball, up at the post, and they've gotten the fouls, but they haven't connected at the free throw line, which you don't really like to see, because that's where you get fouled the most, is inside the post. So we'll see how it goes for Mulroney here.
Well, that's where you get the free points as well, on the free throw line.
That one rims in and out, and Phi Sigma Kappa with the rebound gets fouled. They'll take it. 41-33, Phi Kappa Tau leads Phi Sigma Kappa. 6 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the second half of the SmallFrat Intramural Basketball Championship here at the Auburn Rec Center in Auburn, Alabama.
Yeah, and those are fouls you don't like to see if your Phi Kappa Tau fouls off the defensive rebound. You really don't like those, especially since it gives the other team a chance to inbound the ball and have a little more time to plan their offense.
Feels cheap, doesn't it?
A little bit.
30. Okay. Phi Sigma Kappa takes it up. Dishes it back out. That's Smith with the ball. Tries to go for a step back. Decides not to shoot it. And Phi Kappa Tau commits another foul. So, I think it's something that kind of avoided the first 10 or 12 minutes, here in the second half. But recently, it's kind of been a foul fest.
That typically happens towards the end of the game, especially if it's close. Typically, it's the team that's down though that is a little bit more aggressive, trying to foul. Whereas Phi Kappa Tau has maintained the lead since about halfway through the first half. So the fact that they're fouling is kind of surprising.
Smith gets the inbound, pivots, drives right. Christopher stops him. He goes for the underhand and misses it. They get the offensive rebound. Smith with the ball again in the corner three, and that goes off the iron. So Phi Kappa Tau with the rebound, 41-33. 5 minutes left. If you're Phi Kappa Tau, you're kind of looking to just control the ball from here on out, not commit any stupid turnovers.
Or any fouls, too. You just kind of want to keep the ball. I mean, I don't know if there's a shot clock, so technically you could maybe just dribble it out. Maybe.
I think it would be in poor taste, though, in my opinion. But
I do agree. I do appreciate a higher scoring basketball game, and it makes it more exciting.
And Phi Kappa Tau on the drive draws the foul, so they will go to the line here. Looking to extend their 8-point lead, 41-33 here with 4:20 left in the second half. Barber shooting 2 here.
He did a really good job drawing that foul, too, because
gets the first one to go. 42-33. The under 4 here, 9-point lead for Phi Kappa Tau over Phi Sigma Kappa. And if you're Phi Sigma Kappa, you got to get something going fast. I think maybe this is where you start taking those 3-point shots.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. I mean, you cut the lead down to 4 early in the second half, excuse me. But yeah, if you're Phi Sigma Kappa, you definitely want some baskets now.
Barber misses the second free throw attempt, but a smart play by number 13. That is Gavin Hyde. Smart play to able to get the basketball to knock off a Phi Sigma Kappa player, and they will retain possession.
That's a really smart play there, and that's sometimes something that's underappreciated in some basketball games, the smart plays. You may not be the best shooter or the best point guard, but if you're smart, you can definitely change the way the game goes.
Phi Sigma Kappa gets the ball back, drives, and a little hard off the glass. But they will retain possession here as the ball is bounced around. And that's one of the things where, you're on a fast break, but sometimes you got to slow down. I think we saw Katie Johnson do that a lot at Auburn. Sometimes you just got to, you got to go soft off the glass. Hard to the basket, but soft off the glass.
That is something that is definitely taught. You want to go soft off the glass. Because, I mean, the backboard, if you hit it inside that small white box, I mean, you're practically golden.
And 1 here for the Phi Sigma Kappa team as they're down 7 here. Look to cut the lead to 6, and I think that's a play they desperately needed if they wanted to get back in this game.
I mean, this is where they got to start, cutting down that lead.
Cole misses the rebound, but that's number 13, Balaki, working hard in the paint there. However, unable to get anything going, and Phi Kappa Tau ends up getting the ball back. 2 minutes left here. You want to kind of play it safe. Phi Sigma Kappa commits the intentional foul there, so Phi Kappa Tau will go to the line, extend the lead.
It seems a little early to start these intentional fouls. The game, 7 points. I feel like you want to wait maybe just 20, 30 more seconds before you actually start committing these intentional fouls.
And this is the point of the game where, first half goes by in about 25 minutes, then the last 2 minutes take just as long.
I don't disagree with you, and that's something that I kind of dislike about basketball and football, to be honest, is when these last 2-3 minutes seem to take forever because teams are calling timeouts. I know it's smart.
42-35. And we are back here at the SmallFrat Intramural Championship as Phi Kappa Tau leading Phi Sigma Kappa 42-35. They'll inbound the ball. Kind of look to hold it. Sigma Kappa applying some pressure here. This is out on the wing. Expect out to Phi Kappa Tau. And the quick hands. Another play just like that where they, but this time on Phi Sigma Kappa, where they bounce the ball off the opposing team's player and retain possession on a play they otherwise wouldn't. So some smart basketball we're seeing here.
Both teams have played relatively smart basketball, which is something that's I really appreciate in a basketball game.
Smith getting double teamed. Pass across the court. This is an inside. That's Balaki there, getting a couple rebounds and getting the basket to go. So they only trail 5, and Balaki's been someone that's working really hard here in the paint. I've seen him get at least 5 or 6 rebounds, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. But he's definitely been working hard down under there, and it's given them. Oh. And we are back here as Phi Kappa Tau look to take a couple free throws, leading 42-37 with a minute left here in the second half. We'd like to thank the Auburn Rec Center for hosting these games, and we'd like to thank the refs who have worked so hard all year, as well as the players. And, you know, if you're looking to do something fun on campus, I think being a rec referee, I mean, it's pretty fun, especially if you have a passion for the game, a game like basketball. So we're looking for an opportunity here. The rec would love to have you. As Phi Kappa Tau gets both of them to go in, so, you know, that'll kind of make the game a little bit safer for them, per se. Smith getting double teamed on the wing and around the arc and takes a contested 3 and then commits the intentional foul. So Phi Kappa Tau will go back to the line, and I think, Shannon, that kind of was the kill shot.
I don't disagree with you. I mean, they still have a chance, as we saw earlier, but yeah, I think if Phi Kappa Tau makes both of these, that might just seal the game.
I think after that Auburn-Georgia game, anything can happen. But Brennan Stewart will take the 1-and-1. He makes the first one, so 45-37 here. 55 seconds left here in the second half. Phi Kappa Tau leading Phi Sigma Kappa in the SmallFrat Championship for basketball. Second one rims in and out, and Phi Sigma Kappa will get the ball back.
They need to score quickly. I mean, they've only
Can't waste any time here.
Probably need a 3-ball here.
Give it to Smith, and I'm sure he planned that as that bounces off the glass and cuts the lead to 5. Phi Kappa Tau gets the inbound pass, gets a great look off the inbound pass, and draws the intentional foul here. 34 seconds left. 45-40, they lead. These free throws are crucial for them. If Phi Sigma Kappa wants any chance of coming back, then they need them to struggle at the line right now.
They absolutely do, and they're probably about 75% from the line this game, 50-ish. So, I mean, they haven't been great from the free throw line, but
yeah, they get the first one to go, as that will give them a 6-point lead, 46-40 once again here. Phi Kappa Tau leads Phi Sigma Kappa. SmallFrat Championship, and 34 seconds left here in the game. Get the second one to fall, gives them a 7-point lead. Sigma Kappa looks to Phi Sigma Kappa looks to inbound it.
They're playing a high man-to-man defense too. Looked like they were kind of attempting a press, but
and Smith takes the 3-point shot around the arc, and they foul again. And 20 seconds left. Phi Kappa Tau will go to the line, and they can taste the championship.
If Phi Kappa Tau makes probably both of these, that'll probably seal the game. 3-possession game there.
I think it's a long shot for Phi Sigma Kappa to get back into it anyways. Here with 20 seconds left.
I mean, they would need 3 really quick threes and Phi Kappa Tau to make nothing from the free throw line.
It need to be a Tracy McGrady-esque performance here for Phi Kappa Tau, or Phi Sigma Kappa, excuse me. Fifteen is the first one to go. He'll take his second shot. 9-point lead, 20 seconds left. Phi Sigma Kappa will inbound the ball. And Phi Kappa Tau applying pressure. Looking to just slow the offense down here with 20 seconds left in the game.
And they've pretty much done it.
3-point attempt, rims in and out. And once again, Phi Kappa Tau is fouled. They'll go to the line with 10 seconds left.
Looks like the Phi Kappa Tau bench could almost taste this. I believe they're bringing in their bench players, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so, and I think, you want to share that championship victory with, every single one of their players and brothers. So they'll try and, make sure nothing catastrophic happens these last 10.6 seconds.
I think it's pretty impossible for something catastrophic to happen with this amount of time left, but it's March, and you never know.
Anything can happen in March.
Like the weather changing.
10-point lead, they get that one to go, and some more subs coming in for Phi Kappa Tau.
You always like to see that when you know your team's going to win. You like to see players that may not get a lot, if any, playing time playing in a championship game.
I know that reminds me of my my upward career. So 8 seconds left as Phi Kappa Tau brings in some balls juggled around. I think it will stay with Phi Sigma Kappa with 3 seconds left at 10 points. I think this one's over, Shannon.
I don't want to say it till it's over,
Well,
but I kind of have to.
I'm willing to say it. I think this one is in the books. One last shot attempt here for Phi Sigma Kappa, and that bounces around. And the winners of the SmallFrat championship here at Auburn is Phi Kappa Tau beating Phi Sigma Kappa 50-40. I'm Matthew Slugger here with Shannon Trail at WEGL Radio, and good. So long, folks.